saw you actually the other night at the Golden Globe party.
Oh, you did?
The TLC No Scrubs came on. I seen you on the ground. You getting it?
There's just certain songs, man. No matter how debonair, no matter how cool,
Snapchat.
you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get your boogie on.
I actually think we all were in my Snapchat.
Oh, God,
TLC. It was like a group of people behind me. It was like,
oh, that was no Scrubs.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the show. The show
Thank
looks
you.
really awesome.
It is. Thank
Heartbeat.
you.
So it got changed though. Heartbreaker was the original name.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it was Heart Matters.
Heart Matters.
And then Heartbreaker.
And now Heartbeat.
Yeah.
And it got postponed due to an actual pregnancy.
Yes.
What happened with the name change and what's going on with the pregnancy?
Well, we are just series regulars, so we are kept out of that loop as far as talking about the name change. Mm-hmm. We just heard about it once it happened. But as far as Miss Georgia's pregnancy, I can honestly say the chemistry of our cast is so strong. We were all so very happy. And I spoke with several of our castmates. Nobody was upset about it. Nobody was upset that we got pushed.
It was a blessing, kind of, because we got a 3-month break in between shooting, so it was great.
And it's a medical show, and to have something like that, Joy brings the cast closer together. Yeah. Tell everyone a little bit out there about what the show is about and your characters on the show.
Well, the show is inspired by real-life events of Dr. Kathy Magliato, who is a cardiothoracic surgeon, a world-renowned one of the few female heart surgeons in the world. Yes, and she wrote the book that it sort of inspired this show to come into life. And so it's inspired by her life. It follows Dr. Alex Pantier, who's, based off of her character, and she's a tough, unorthodox, brazen heart surgeon that is sort of navigating the highs and lows of the medical world and her family home.
And how do you two come into...
Well, my character is Ji Sung, and she's based on a real woman named Bo Kian, who is Kathy's real-life scrub nurse. And Ji Sung is the top scrub nurse at St. Matthew's. She is your no-nonsense. No, I want to swear, but I'm not going to. I'm really trying to say just no-nonsense woman, very sarcastic, very dry, doesn't care what she looks like. She really reminds me of my mom, who's this older Japanese woman and just does not give up.
Really?
About what anyone thinks, and that can come off as guarded or cold sometimes, but I think it's just she's a straight shooter. And
overheard that there might be a love situation, so she can't be that hard.
She's not, and there's a whole rich backstory that the writers have written to explain why she has these guarded feelings, but there's a sort of developing love triangle between Ji Sung and his character Forrester, and then Jamie Kennedy's character Dr. Callahan.
All right.
There's a love-hate there,
Yeah, I love to hate Callahan.
Okay.
Yeah. My character his name is Forrester Marcus. He is a former military man. We didn't really want to be specific with what branch of the military because we didn't want to single anybody out. But he is a former special ops. Everybody in his platoon was blown up over in Iraq. He was very close with his platoon. That was almost like his second family. He didn't really know his first family, but to be there when your family dies, it's pretty hard. So he holds on to that. Forrester is a man that doesn't speak a lot. However, through his facial expressions, through his body language, through his intimidation, you really understand what he's trying to say. He's a man of very few words, but when he does speak, everybody listens.
So I'm assuming total polar opposite of Jamie Kennedy's character.
Opposite.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And they like to mess with each other a lot, and I become in the middle of, that.
So we're going to get love, we're going to get some serious situations. Any comedic, or is it more?
There's a lot of comedic elements, and I think there has to be in such a high-stakes environment, workplace, where there's a lot of death and there's a lot of pain and tears. You need cutting jokes to get through that. Otherwise, I think in real life, in real hospitals, a lot of the surgeons have very crass humor, very funny, dark humor that they have to do. Otherwise,
is there something while you guys were filming learning the medical field, in which you were kind of like, oh, I would never do this a day in my life, or thank God this isn't my real job.
Right.
God bless these people that do this.
I can't say that there was. But going back to your question about is there any comedy, our writers don't. I'm not going to say they don't write comedy for us, but a lot of the comedy that you're going to see is just because of the awesome chemistry that all of us as castmates have. And it's just how we're delivering it. And we try to be as real life as we can. So there's not going to be a lot of ha-ha punchline jokes in there, but you will definitely laugh.
You're going to feel like we're with friends.
A little improv here and there.
Yeah.
Well, and that was my question.
Yeah.
I mean, working with the creator, is there get to a point where you guys kind of get a little more input in your characters?
Yes.
We get a lot of input.
Totally. And she's very open to collaborating and working with you and saying, if you have an idea, please bring it, or, and we are allowed to do some improv on set, which is great for a network show,
I don't think there's been a table read that we've had yet where we haven't improv'd or changed something, and it's all welcome. And I mean, for somebody like me just starting out, you want to talk about a dream job. I'm working with one of the best casts that was put together of actors in our business today. Plus, I have the ability to improv when, not necessarily when I want to, but I have the ability to improv. And working with Jamie Kennedy, I mean, good Lord, man, you've got to be on your toes. You've got to be on your toes. And
I know.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, thank you guys for stopping by. I'm excited to check it out. And make sure you guys stay tuned. Heartbeat coming to NBC soon.